Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for blockers. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Formation for these receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Takes the handoff. It's Cornelius. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. But that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Morrison. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touchdown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal, the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and for the third down and goal situation.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on third and goal from the 2? From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Firing to the right, complete. He was angling for that pylon, and the defense stopped him short on fourth and goal.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He leaves it with the back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like blocks. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, 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 and you're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And fires complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Cornelius. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Cornelius. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. A Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the air on first down. Extending the play. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Balls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. There he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. From the gun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They want to run it left here. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They go into the creative space, giving it to the wide receiver. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive now? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Makes the grab close to the logo. There he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Operating in the red zone here on second down.
42 Spider.
Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field. They'll
give it to him again. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here's a heat. Might be looking to run. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. Now, I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's back. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give to the tailback.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, there's an alley to the left. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll pass it. Touchdown, Alabama!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Finds his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The crowd gets behind this defense. They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
3rd down is money down. You've got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Fires to the big fella. Racing down the left side. 30. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran into the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Running to Green. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Right on the money. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Rhodes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Still looking on the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Just gets rid of it before the heat. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fit it in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the 4th quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets rid of it. finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the play.